Hello again, and welcome to the video. We're going to go ahead and talk about pyramids now. Pyramids, including cones, are, the shape we'll be talking about today is a pyramid. Imagine Egypt, ancient Egypt, and basically the only thing that's going to be different there is the different types of bases. So before we get any further, I will have a couple more videos up this week. Some will be relevant, some won't be. I'll definitely have some more up this week from the Twitch stream as well. So make sure to keep asking those questions. Here's my email. Let me know. Today we're going to talk about surface area of a pyramid. And this is also going to involve the lateral area, which we'll talk about as well. It's a slightly different formula because there's slightly different features. With a prism, we had two bases. With a pyramid, we'll only have one. With a prism, all of those lateral faces along the lateral area ended up being rectangles. These, if you notice the 1/2 here, are going to end up being triangles, as you'll see on the pictures. So, as before, I've got what the letters mean. The book uses L for slant height. I think it's because they don't want S, surface area S, slant height S. They just don't want to get that confused. So they call slant height L. For those of you who play chess, it's probably the same reason that they use the letter N to signify a knight instead of the letter K, because king is already K. And for lateral area, they just want the 1/2 perimeter times slant height calculation. So we're going to do the exact same thing that we did last time, just now instead of BPH, it'll be BPL, and the very last problem will involve what happens if you don't have L, what happens if they give you something else. How do you find that out? Well, I'm going to show you. Alright, let's start with an easy one though. So once again, first thing you should do before you do anything else is identify what your base is. It'll be pretty easy to see which one's the base because it'll be the one that is not going up to a point. It'll be the thing along the bottom that is your base. The slant height, we're talking about this thing going down the side of the pyramid. We don't care about how tall the pyramid is necessarily. We care about from the tip sliding down the middle of the side. What do we get? Alright, that's what we're talking about. So let's set everything up. B plus 1/2 PL. The book will use a lowercase l. You can use an uppercase L, a lowercase l, whatever you want. When I do the lowercase l, I do a cursive L just because otherwise, how do I know that that's not an I? So there's how I'll write it by hand. If you want to write the L, you can write the L whatever way you want as long as you identify that this symbol signifies slant height. You'll be fine. So let's find the area of the base, the perimeter of the base, and the slant height. Area of the base, well, the base is a square, right? It's 10 by 10. Base times height, or side squared, or whatever, because it's a square, you get 100. Perimeter, well, let's add around 10, 20, 30, 40. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. And then the slant height, they give it to you directly. You see the arrow pointing right here. Hey, that's how we know. 11.2. And I'm just going to put that into the calculator, and I get the base, the area of the base, plus 1/2 PL. You can do that in the calculator, but this will be 224. You add that, you get 324, and there's your surface area. That's centimeters squared, square centimeters. And once again, sometimes they're going to want the slant height. That's just the triangle pieces. That's just the 1/2 PL. So that's just going to be 1/2 times 40 times 11.2, the 224. So you can ignore the base part and just put the 224 here if they want the lateral area. If they want the whole surface area, you got to add all of them together though. All right, give this one a try on your own. Make sure you can do it. I always write the formula right at the top because I like to remember what's what. B, P, and L. Area of the base, it's regular hexagon, so 1/2 AP. Well, 1/2 times, did that get cut off? Yeah, it got cut off. Let's make it smaller so that we can see it better. Sorry about that. There we go. See? And again, you're looking for they'll either put it right there or they'll draw an arrow to it. I like the fact that my program actually physically draws the arrow and says, hey look, it's right here. Hey look, it's right here. So we got 1/2 times 5.2 times, and it's 6 all around, so 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. So 6 sixes is 36. That's the perimeter, which is also here. And then we're going to find the slant height, which again, there's an arrow. There's an arrow pointing to it right here. Slant height is this guy, 11.3 yards. So let's do our B plus PL. So our base area, if it'll turn on, that'll be great. There we go. 1/2 times perimeter times apothem. Well, here's the apothem. Here's the perimeter. Again, you look here. 0.5 times 5.2 times 36. That's 93.6. And then we're going to do the 1/2 PL. 1/2 times perimeter times the slant height. That's 1/2 times 36 times 11.3 right here. And you get your answer is 203.4. So we got 93.6 plus 203.4. Lo and behold, through the magic of predetermined things, this is going to come out to be a whole number, which is nice. I think it's 297 yards squared as our surface area. So once again, everything else from here is the same. It's just a matter of making sure that you know how to find the area of the base, the perimeter of the base, and the slant height. So let's see if you can find the area of the base, the perimeter of the base, and the slant height. So here, base. Well, we've got a circle, so pi r squared, right? And again, the book is going to try and convince you that a really, really, really good idea is to follow their pi r squared plus 1/2. Oh, no, they combine all their stuff. It'll be pi r squared and pi RL. This is the formula that they're going to give you. And how did they get it? Well, pi r squared plus, and they do the 2 pi r here. Half of 2 pi r is just pi r times L. They just put it right there. So I mean, like I'm saying, it's the same thing. Do you want to have to remember two different things? I don't. I would prefer not to remember two things. I would prefer to remember just one thing. I have to remember what the area of a circle and the perimeter of a circle is anyway. I might as well not try and memorize this one extra thing. That's just how I feel about it. So the diameter is 4, which means the radius is 2. So 2 squared is 4 pi. The perimeter, pi d. Well, there's d is 4, so. And the slant height is 10.2. Because they give it to us. So b plus 1/2 PL let's do that out in the calculator there because I don't want to have to think about that. Now what you're going to notice that I'm going to do, because this part's already done, I don't care about that part anymore. What I care about is this 1/2 PL part. What you're going to notice that I'm going to do is I'm not going to put the pi in the calculator. And there's a reason I'm not going to put the pi in the calculator. Because if I put the pi in the calculator, it's going to get all gross. But if I leave the pi out the calculator, it'll come out to be some kind of number. 1/2 times, I'm not going to put 4 pi, I'm just going to put 4. That pi is going to be put on the outside. 10.2. Just so I don't have to work as hard when I write. So this is 20.4 pi, right? So we got 4 pi plus 20.4 pi. Now I can just add these together, 24.4 pi, and that's my surface area. Again, especially since the directions say to leave as an exact answer, there's no reason to try and chug through pi in the calculator. Just leave it out, multiply all the numbers, and then leave out everything but the pi. Put it out here, and then just add. Don't make life hard. Make life easy. All right, here's another one. Try it out. See if you can get it. So look, they give you the base of the triangle, they give you the height of the triangle, 1/2 BH, right? Whatever that is, 5 times 8.7 is, I'm going to guess 43.5. That sounds about right. Let's see. 1/2 times 10 times 8.7, 43.5. Look at that. Perimeter, we just add around the base. And again, you'll notice they give you everything you need. They tell you this is 10, this is 10, this is 10. So you know perimeter is just 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30. The slant height, again, they give it to you, is 7.6. So you got B, which we know is 43.5, plus 1/2 P L, and then this first part's already done. I just need to do 1/2 times 30 times 7.6. 7.6. You always got to be careful, make sure that what you type is what actually appears in the box. Sometimes you type, especially here, the typing reception isn't so good. I don't know if it's this thing or if it's the program, but I always have to double check what I see in the window to make sure that what I see in the window is what I'm supposed to see. So just be careful. Just be careful. You got 43.5. I don't know why I'm writing that again. 43.5. No, I should write that again. 43.5 plus this thing, this 114. That gives you 157.5. So your surface area, 157.5 feet squared. And I think I forgot the units on the last one. No, yes I did. Feet squared. Did I forget the units? Oh no, I got that one. So just make sure you got the units too. We got, all right, one more like this, and then we're gonna talk about what happens when they try and be tricky. Let's make it smaller so we can see. Now go ahead and give it a try. Make sure that you have it. Okay, so once again, find your B, find your P, find your L. And again, since this is one of those regular figures, the perimeter is going to do a double duty. So just be aware of that. It's going to happen. Maybe you find the perimeter first for these. It's up to you. You do what you want. 11 times 5 is 55 for the perimeter. Area of the base is 1/2 times the perimeter times the apothem, which is 1/2 times 7.6 times 55. And then do it right, yeah, 209. That's 209. And our slant height here, they give it with the arrow, 12.5. So we got 209 is our area of the base. Perimeter is 55. Slant height is 12.5. And we're just going to put that into the calculator because, again, I don't really feel like doing all that extra. We're just going to do 1/2 times the perimeter times the slant height. Again, double check in your window, make sure what you have is what you're supposed to have. 343.75, so we got 343.75 right here. That's a 3. 209. And just add them together. $552.75. That is your surface area. That's inches squared. That square doesn't look high enough. Let's do better here. Let's make that square look properly squared. There you go. And again, if they want the lateral area, if they want just the triangles up here, then they just want that 343.75, the 1/2 PL. That's your lateral area of your pyramid. Okay, I've been teasing this the entire video. What happens when they don't give you the slant height? Here I ain't going to give you the slant height. I gave you the height, the height of the cone from tip to tail, right? What do? Well, here's what you do. Um, Basically, what you've got here is you've got the right triangle. Here's the radius is 5, the height is 12, and you want to find the slant height. You can use the Pythagorean theorem, 5, 12, ABC here. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And so here's your A, here's your B. 5 squared plus 12 squared equals x squared. And I know that x is C because x is the hypotenuse opposite the right angle there. So from here, 25 and 144. And again, notice the way I'm writing it. I'm writing the whole thing down. It'll help. And when you square root both sides, you end up with a whole number. I did construct this to get a whole number answer, 13. So your slant height's 13, and now you can just do the problem as before. B plus 1/2 PL. Well, your base, that's pi r squared. That's 25 pi. You know, because your radius is 5, so 5 squared is 25. Perimeter, well, you got to have the diameter for that one. The diameter is 10, right? The radius is 5. The diameter is twice as big as that. That's 10. And then just put a pi on it. And then your slant height, we figured it out already. It is 13. We did all this hard work right here to find that the slant height is 13, and then just go ahead and plug it in. 25 pi plus 0.5 times 10 pi times 13. 5 pi times 13 should be 65 pi, so we got 25 pi plus 65 pi, and that gives us 90 pi for our surface area. All right, so go ahead and get on that new assignment. If you have any questions, again, either email me. You know, here's my email the one more time. Oops. Here's my email. If you have any questions, email me. I'll put it up on the Twitch stream, or just come ask it on the Twitch stream. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, absolutely every week. We're going to have it at 9 to 11, and then 11:30 to 1:30. The Tuesday and Thursday is starting to get taken up by meetings, so I won't have a morning stream, but I will have an afternoon stream for sure. So just be aware of that. I apologize for the change on that. It's just how things are happening with the way that they're demanding my time for meetings and stuff like that. But, you know, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll be happy to work with you anytime. Just send me an email. All right. Have a great one.